Okay, friends, remember yesterday we read Estella Swap? Yeah, so we're going to read it again. And now I have something new to show you guys.
SEAL is about rich language development, giving kids the language for all of their worlds and for all of their purposes. Children love to be read to hear a story, to hear the voice of an adult, sort of engaging them in a narrative or information from a book. And one of the key things that we want to do in the preschool years is develop in children an interest in literature, a love of books, and understanding that books have in them information and story.
Let's hear more about Estella Swap. Every week, Estella goes to the swap meet. Do you remember what the swap meet is?
Yeah.
What's a swap meet?
Swamp meet is where you get to swamp toy.
You get to swap toys, you're right. They did do that in the swap meet.
It's one thing to hear a book read. It's quite another to be engaged in really talking about what you're reading. An interactive read aloud in SEAL is a process in which the teacher or the adult is reading the book to the children, but is using it also to get them to think and to talk about what they're hearing. That really builds comprehension. It builds their engagement in the book.
Today is special. Papa was letting her bring her music box to sell so she could earn a few dollars to pay for dancing lessons. Here's the music box. Do you want me to open it?
Yeah.
You hear that? This is a music box. It's just like the one Estella brought to the swap meet.
This is what makes it real. That kind of bringing in of realia is a very important part of an interactive read aloud because it helps kids connect and understand and comprehend what it is that they're hearing about.
If you had a music box, what song would you like it to play?
Teacher, I like it to play Baby Shark.
A music box with Baby Shark. Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
The teacher is clear walking into an interactive read aloud why she's chosen that book and what she wants to get out of it, because it's the prompts and the way in which she asks the children to talk about and think about the book that the real engagement and language develops.
From the truck, Estella carried a bag of old toys. And she said, "We don't play with these anymore. Maybe there's other children who will want them." Now I want you to ask your partner, what do you do with toys you don't need anymore?
No. Do you do with toys when you don't use anymore? I do something you need to donate to the thrift store.
What the teachers in our approach to an interactive read aloud do is have the children first turn to each other just in partners, one other person. There's more opportunity to talk and share their ideas. There's more accountability about producing language and more opportunity to produce language before they then turn as a group back and share their ideas across the group.
Does anybody have any ideas they want to share? What do you do with toys you don't use anymore?
When you don't want to use something, then you have to say, "Do you want this?" And then they will take it.
Estella Swap was chosen to be part of the creative curriculum study on recycling, reusing, reducing. But it was also chosen because a swap meet, a flea market, is something that many of the kids have experienced. This is a Latino family that goes to the swap meet.
So Estella picked up her music box just like this. And she walked over to the flower seller who was sewing the hem of a beautiful skirt. How fun it would be to dance in a skirt like that. Just then, a strong wind ripped through the swap meet. Whoosh. Can you show me strong wind? Whoosh.
She pauses at key moments to actually give meaning to words that the children might not understand and engages them in them. So when she talks about the wind blowing, she has them make the motion of wind.
"My flowers, my flowers!" the flower seller called out. Estella ran to help them. She pulled the tent pole and she's holding it upright. What does upright mean?
Holding it.
You're holding it so it stays straight. Can you pretend you're holding a pole and you're holding it so it stays upright and the wind is coming? Shh, but you have to hold it.
So that kind of engagement of kids physically at key moments of the story to comprehend, to become engaged, are a really important part of an interactive read aloud. But the most important part is the connecting to the character, to the feelings of the character, to their own lives and their own experiences.
When Estella turned around, there was the flower seller. Since we're at the swap meet, it's only fair that we swap things. You gave me your music box, and I'm going to give you the skirt. She had swapped her music box for the skirt, and now she could dance. And look at Estella. She's dancing with the beautiful skirt that she just swapped.
Used in these ways, an interactive read aloud becomes a way to become engaged in books and literature, to feel connected to the stories in them, to be able to talk about that, to turn your thoughts into words. It's an immersive kind of experience, connecting to books, which is, after all, one of the things we want for our children, to love literature and to view them as great gifts.
Did we like the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.